Razaban here for FightHype.com. With me I've got a man, I think he's making a comeback to the ring because he's looking in shape. Matthew Macklin.
Nah, I'm just getting vain in my old age.
Honestly, you're looking like your six-pack's back out probably as well.
I'm in better shape than ever was, ticking over, but well, I never ticked over, I suppose, over full blast training, or I wasn't, but yeah. No.
I know I spoke to you off camera, but obviously on camera now, we've just seen the weigh-in for Dillian Whyte and Joseph Parker. A lot of people are calling this a 50-50 fight. Some people disagree and say if you look at the resume of Joseph Parker, it's actually not 50-50 fight, but would you agree it's a 50-50 fight?
I think Parker's the favourite, you know what I mean? I think White's coming in off a Lucas Brown win, which looked really good. But Lucas Brown looked in terrible shape and he was a plodder. It's a different fight. Parker's, he showed against Anthony Joshua, he's got good lateral. And I know you can criticise him and say he didn't take chances and he was happy to survive, but he still did. You know what I mean? He still did win a couple of rounds, and he his tactics didn't work out for him. But that was Anthony Joshua, and Joshua controlled the ring from the centre of the ring behind the double jab. It's a different fight. I think you'll find Dillian Whyte a lot easier to catch, to find him than he did Anthony Joshua. And I think his speed of foot, his speed of hand, his extra experience, I think makes Parker the favourite.
Obviously Parker's been here before, he saw it probably 10 times bigger than this in Cardiff, with the fans and the way the weigh-ins are built. But we saw in the weigh-in where Dillian was actually getting into his nose there, and he kind of just laid back and brushed his chest. I asked him, what were you brushing? I was brushing away Dillian Whyte's sweat off my chest. It seemed like he's very confident. Is he a heavy favourite, do you think, going to tomorrow night?
I think he's a favourite, and I think he probably has every right to be confident. The fight before this, we were thinking the Joshua fight, he was the best opponent that Joshua fought up to that point in his career. Yeah, Joshua beat him, but Joshua's top drawer in there. I know Dillian Whyte had a good fight with Joshua and he hurt him, and he went out on his shield getting stopped, and that was he's improved a lot since then. But I still think that Parker's more proven. He's beaten better opposition. He had a good win against Carlos Takam in a tough fight, close fight. But he's had some good wins. He beat Andy Ruiz as well when he won the title. So I think that coming into this fight, he'll have his confidence will be a lot higher than it was going into the Joshua fight, even though he was undefeated and he was world champion as well. Joshua carries a certain aura, and I think Parker early on felt the power, then couldn't really get past the jab, and it was a difficult fight for him really. But I think with someone with Dillian Whyte, I think, what, I can outbox you, I can catch you, and I think he'll also feel confident enough to stand his ground and trade at times. I think that's where Dillian has a chance. I think as a boxing match, I think Parker comes out on top every time. When he does look to engage and stand and throw his own body shots and put combinations together, that's when Dillian needs to get on him. That's when Dillian needs to catch and counter, get his body shots off, and that's where he can have success. But I still feel that Parker will come out on top.
Obviously, Eddie Hearn is plotting a Dillian Whyte anti-Joshua potentially next year. Stylistically, I'm just asking Spencer Ferron the same question. Stylistically, both made adjustments to the losses to Anthony Joshua. Who would you rather see, and who has a better chance of beating Anthony Joshua second time round?
I don't think either beat him, second round, to be honest. I don't.
Or a better chance?
I don't know. I think first time round, I think Dillian Whyte has certainly improved since the first Joshua fight, quite a lot. But I also do think you can make a case that Anthony Joshua came down to Dillian Whyte's level in the first fight. There was history there. You know what I mean? There was a lot of animosity and a lot of trash talk. And I think Joshua fought with his heart rather than his brains that night, and got involved in a dogfight, got involved in a slugfest, which really that brought Dillian into the fight. You know what I mean? Where I think next time round, I don't think he'd do that. I think he'd go about the job properly. So. And to be honest, I don't think with Parker, he says I should have let my hands go more. Easier said than done. He wasn't able to let your hands go because of the fight that Joshua fought. He controlled it in the centre of the ring behind his double jab. So I think if Dillian was to box brilliantly on Saturday night and do a number and beat Parker, then I think that rematch could potentially sell, because people would say, well, look, this is a new and improved Whyte. Let's see the rematch. I think if Parker was to win, I don't think we want to see the Parker Joshua fight anytime soon. Not a rematch, you know what I mean? He beat comprehensively. There was no excuse. I don't think the rematch sells.
Finally, before I let you go, just find a prediction on Saturday night. What's going to happen?
Do you know what? I think it'll be a good fight because I think Dillian Whyte will make Joseph Parker fight, and I think Joseph Parker wants to redeem himself. I think he'd come under a lot of criticism that he didn't let his hands go, that he was happy to be there, survive, you know, kind of resigned to the fact that he was going to lose on points. So I think his pride will mean he wants to put on a good performance. He'll want to let his hands go. He won't want to just outpick him. I think he could outpick him, outfiddle him, but I don't think he'll be satisfied just to do that. I think he wants to win and win in fashion. So, you know, I think it'll be a fight, but I think I don't know if he stops Dillian because I think Dillian's a tough guy, but I think he wins
on points.
Yeah, on points.
Joseph Parker wins on points.
I think Joseph Parker wins on points. I think he wins. You know what I mean? I think in a competitive fight, I don't think he goes in and just beats Dillian up and wins every round. I don't see that happening, but I do see him coming out on top.
I appreciate when Sky Sports pundits vary on their opinions. Spencer Vera on Sky Sports, now yourself. It's lovely to see.
You got to call it as you see it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's lovely.
Listen, I'd love to see Dillian Whyte win that fight. If I'm honest, I would, but
it should be real sometimes.
I don't think so. I'd see Parker winning the fight.
Well, we're 24 hours away. Let's see what happens, Matt. Enjoy the rest of a lovely Friday evening, whatever you plan to do. Obviously, probably in the gym.
Sweet.
Matthew Macklin, FightHype.com. Thank you very much.